And she's changed. She's not the daughter I knew. My daughter was a much more giving, loving person.
So here's something wild, something the media won't touch and most people are too scared to even whisper. What if Meghan Markle never gave birth to her children at all? No, seriously, this isn't just fringe internet gossip. This comes straight from inside her own family. Meghan's father publicly claimed she had her eggs frozen years ago, and her brother added that she underwent a hysterectomy after that, all while she was still married to Trevor Engelson, long before Prince Harry came into the picture. That alone nukes the entire fairy tale narrative. And the deeper you dig, the more it starts to stink. It's not just the eggs, it's that Meghan allegedly couldn't afford to keep them stored long-term. We're talking $8,000 to $9,000 per month to preserve them. At the time, she was reportedly making just $7,000 per episode on Suits, and barely appearing at that. Across 108 episodes, her total screen time was roughly 138 minutes. That's blink and you'll miss her status. So let's get real. If the eggs were lost and the hysterectomy happened, where did the kids come from? And that's where it gets messy. There's barely any real footage of Meghan being affectionate with the kids. No spontaneous hugs, no messy mom moments. The children often appear stiff, almost like props in a carefully staged production. People have even noticed strange inconsistencies, like the little girl seen at Disneyland one day, looking completely different the next. Are we seriously witnessing different children being cycled through appearances? Then there's the infamous moon bump footage. Meghan walking around during the pandemic with what looks like an obviously fake pregnancy belly in a hospital at a time when access was tightly controlled due to COVID. How does that even happen? Hospital crews, camera setups, stage photos. It wasn't just eyebrow raising, it could have been flat out illegal under the strict maternity ward protocols of the time. And in interviews, Meghan's vibe changes, her tone goes flat, no maternal warmth, no light in her eyes, just scripted, robotic responses that feel performed, not lived. Even her own father noticed the shift, calling her a completely different person. And here's the kicker, the mainstream media won't touch it. They're too busy glossing it all over, playing it safe. But ask yourself, if Meghan truly couldn't have children, where did Archie and Lilibet come from? Why are we all pretending everything is normal when nothing about this adds up? There are no birth photos, no candid pregnancy moments, no hospital confirmations, just polished PR content and carefully curated family imagery. Footage exists of Meghan's belly bending and collapsing unnaturally as she bends down, analyzed frame by eagle-eyed viewers. It doesn't say baby bump, it screams foam padding. If this were about using a surrogate and keeping it private, fine. But if there's deception involved, if the public's been led to believe a lie, that's a PR scandal of royal proportions. Even the kids' birth certificates raised eyebrows. Royal titles were reportedly added, removed, and re-added in a way that doesn't even comply with US legal naming standards. Immigration officials were reportedly so confused they contacted King Charles directly for clarification. That doesn't happen over a typo. And then there's Harry, smiling for the cameras, pushing for HRH titles after Queen Elizabeth reportedly explicitly denied them. Multiple sources say Charles caved anyway, a move many see as total royal brand suicide. But why would Meghan go to such lengths? Why risk it all? Because two royal kids with official titles means permanent leverage. It means power, protection, and perceived legitimacy. And while public scrutiny grows, Meghan and Harry keep feeding the illusion. Carefully managed appearances, emotionless interviews, and heavily filtered imagery. Her defenders scream privacy. But privacy isn't pretending. If what people suspect is true, fake pregnancies, stand-in kids, title manipulation, this isn't a boundary issue, it's a public con. Meghan is still using her title. Harry still demands royal treatment. And the palace? Still hosting their bios on the official website? Zero accountability. Then there's the sudden viral twerking video, conveniently blowing up just as new questions surfaced about the kids. Coincidence or classic PR distraction playbook? This isn't about hate, it's about truth. The longer Meghan and Harry keep up the charade, the more people start connecting dots. And when the illusion finally collapses, when the palace stops pretending, when the press stops shielding, what comes next might just be the biggest royal bombshell in modern history. Because this wouldn't just be a lie about motherhood. It would be a carefully orchestrated deception, backed by the monarchy, protected by silence, and sold to the world.